What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Von Andretti, and I'm back with another video today. We are back on the album reviews. Today we got a very special album we will be covering in today's video. Today we will be going over the highly anticipated, recently dropped R&B collab album from none other than OVO Sound's very own Drake and PARTYNEXTDOOR. Friday, Valentine's Day, we were blessed with some sexy songs for you by the two OVO artists. And man. Lots to say. Let's get right into it. I'm not going to hold y'all any longer. I am going to get right into the album. 21 songs here. For this to be a 21-song album, this is one of the shortest listens of an album over 17 songs that I've ever had. This album was something special in my opinion. I really enjoyed this R&B record. I seen a lot of debate on social media. Is it hip hop? Is it R&B? I'm still undecided on what this album really is. I do still feel it is more towards the R&B side, but don't get me wrong, Drake does do quite a bit of rapping on this album. Not to say that you can't rap and still have an R&B record, have an R&B song, but Drake is definitely spitting quite a bit on this record. You got a couple of songs on here where you could tell that they were essentially having a little bit of fun in the studio. The fun songs to me where I feel like, oh yeah, these guys was just trying things out in the studio or just trying to have a good time. First one that comes to mind is Nokia. Nokia, to me, is a song I feel like rivals a Squabble Up, if you will. That house sample, roller skater type of vibe to that song. That's actually my new ringtone. Cause what the fuck the function? Now let me stop. Give Me a Hug. I wouldn't say that that's a fun song. It is in terms of how it sounds, but lyrically, Drake had a lot to get off his chest on this single. He had a lot to get on his chest. Funny enough, during the whole Kendrick debacle, Kendrick came out with a line that said, I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. Well, it would appear that the world does. Not to make everything about numbers, but on the initial drop, within the first 3 days, the highest streamed song, or the song that was getting the most notoriety, was Give Me a Hug. Rightfully so. The sample of Aaron Hall's I Miss You towards the last minute of this record is special. The sample alone in this record makes you want to revisit it. I found myself doing that quite a bit of times just to sing along with Aaron Hall and Drake. That is definitely one of the highlights of this album. The Give Me a Hug record. Very solid song. Very solid song. Drake is rapping his ass off on this song. Now, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, this Give Me a Hug is top 5 Drake. It's top 10 Drake. Now, some other songs on here possibly could be entering that stratosphere with a little bit more time. A little bit too early to say Give Me a Hug is top 5 Drake, but very enjoyable song. My personal favorite songs on this record, if I had to limit it to 5, I would say Superman, Spider-Man. Man. The Real Her sample on Superman, Spider-Man, I floated. When I heard him sample himself and then proceed to go in for the last 45 to a minute on that Real Her sample, it was very early in the album. You got to keep in mind, Spider-Man, Superman is the 5th song on the album. By song number 5, you can tell that this project is going to be something different. If you're familiar with Drake's catalog, if you've heard Take Care, then you're familiar with the song The Real Her. I was surprised to hear that sample. I'm not. Just off that sample alone, this is my favorite song off of the project. I really enjoy the vibe of the song prior to the beat switch of the sample to The Real Her. I just felt like it was a great melodic R&B vibe. Just something you could throw on, maybe background music, or just a chill vibe song. I mean, I typically float towards those type of songs. More on the chill side, more on the kick back, rewind, relax type of vibe. So I really, really appreciate what was done on Spider-Man, Superman. Number 2, I'm going to say Small Town Fame. This right here, Small Town Fame, might already be a top 15 Drake song. The first half of this song is phenomenal. Flawless. Flawless execution on the first half of Small Town Fame. That production, Drake is floating on that beat. He is absolutely floating on that beat. Now, in my personal opinion, looking at the record, I do feel like sometimes there was unnecessary beat switches. Like, the first beat you were on was already phenomenal. Just give us the whole song like this. And Small Town Fame is one of those songs that fall into there. Number 3, I'm going to say Die Trying. This is one of the songs, outside of another song that I'm going to mention here pretty shortly, that stands out sonically in comparison to the rest of the album. Rest of the album is more on that chill vibe, bedroom vibe, if you will. But Die Trying is more like a pop song. You got Yebba on there, Partyers on there as well. It's definitely a song you could possibly see somebody like Post Malone making, or Post Malone being featured on. Not to say that it's not a good song. Again, it is in my top 3 songs off this record. But something different was, you could tell when they made this song in comparison to the rest of the album, they were going for a different sound with this one. And I like to say that they succeeded. Very, 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 very addicting song. The production on it is amazing. Lyrics on it is amazing. All 3 of them sound excellent on this record. Well done on Die Trying. My number 4 song is going to be Lasers. I love a good bedroom vibe type song. That one right there is baby making music, if you will. It's funny, though, the content of the song, because he's essentially talking about, they get her with a chick, they see another dude's name on her neck tattooed, and they wondering, like, what is this doing here? Drake even, towards the end of the song, he started talking about step 1, step 2, step 3. Another song that was executed damn near to perfection. The production on this song is elite. The beat is one of the first things that I noticed on my first listen to Lasers. Well done. Just well done on Lasers. And then I've been struggling all day to whittle down a 5th song. I am between 2 songs for my 5th spot. So I'm just going to give y'all 6. 5 and 6 on this record to me would be When He's Gone and Penny's Dilemma. When He's Gone is PARTYNEXTDOOR's biggest moment on this album. A lot of people want to say it's deeper. The solo track that Party had on the record. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy Deeper. That is a great song as well. But Drake and Party on When He's Gone. After this video, go listen to that song. Go listen to When He's Gone by Drake and PARTYNEXTDOOR and tell me that they ain't snap. Drake's rapping on that song is phenomenal. Party's verse. This is one of the most relatable songs that you might ever get from Drake. Like, if you're a lover boy, if you had a lot of dealings in love, you approach a girl, you really like her, but she fresh out of a relationship. I didn't even know how they knew this. Like, this is a song I heard, and I'm like, how do they know about this? What they know about you and your nigga broke up? Like, come on, man. Flawless execution on When He's Gone, in my opinion. Flawless execution on When He's Gone. That song is very special to me. If I had to tell you what my 100% favorite song would be, it's either Spider-Man or Superman simply because of the Real Her sample, or it's When He's Gone. When He's Gone is very, very addictive. That song was made with some passion. That song almost sounded like they was going through that shit as they wrote that song. Like they was dealing with another man's, you know, a girl that wasn't all the way available at the heart to them yet. It sounded like they was going through that as they made the song. Very, 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 very intimate song, in my opinion. Very, very intimate song. And then my sixth one was Pimmy's Dilemma. Man, I can't wait for the summer. When the summer come and that song come on, y'all will understand it. If you don't understand Pimmy's Dilemma now, just wait till the summertime. Summertime, hop in the ride, you know, drive down your local metropolitan, see all the bright lights, the big buildings, throw that vibe on. That song is like the embodiment of a sunset, in my opinion. Like, it's just such a soothing, relaxing vibe. You got the melodic production on there on top of Pim's angelic voice. I feel like she came on there very angelic. Like, that song, it does something to me. It evokes a lot of emotion, but it also relaxes me at the same time. I just can't describe that song, but that song is a very, very special song. Very, very special song. I did want to speak about songs that I necessarily didn't like. I know this one might be a surprise because a lot of people really liked Brian Steele. I didn't. I don't really like the production on that record. I do feel like the effort on that record as well from Drake wasn't really all that. Like, I feel like he could have came harder with the bars. They could have definitely chose a better beat in terms of that one. Another miss, in my opinion, is Glorious. I don't know what the fuck that is. That song, in my opinion, really shouldn't even be on the album. I only like probably 15 to 30 seconds of that record, and that's where the beat switches. And Party hop on the track. Fuck me like you mean. Fuck me like you mean. Outside of that, Glorious is garbage. It pains me to say that about a Drake record, but Glorious is not really a good song. It's not. The bars on there are lazy. The flow on there is lazy. The beat is meh. Sounds like any other drill beat we've heard in the last, 3-4 years. Like that. Nothing really too special going on there. I do want to talk about some of the most underrated tracks on this album as well. Raining in Houston is damn near peak R&B. If you were a fan of So Far Gone type of sound, of Views type of sound in terms of R&B Drake, Raining in Houston is right up your warehouse. Right up your warehouse. The R&B production on this album was phenomenal. Like, when they really tried to make R&B songs, I don't feel like they failed to execute that mission. One bit. When they were making R&B songs, they were making R&B songs. I do feel like there is a hint of hip-hop, hint of rap here, with Brian Steele, with Nokia. Nokia is more of a fun song, though. Definitely rap vibes on When He's Gone. 100% rap vibes on Small Town Fame. Small Town Fame is a personal favorite of mine. I ain't put it in my top 6, but it would definitely be in my top 10, as well as Crying in Chanel and as well as Celibacy. The beat switch on Celibacy is special. That is a real, that's really Drake on some R&B-ish, if you will. The beat switch going into Party's part is elite as well. Overall, my opinion on this album, I do think that for an R&B record, consider it in the scope of R&B. For an R&B record, I do think it was phenomenal. Now, if this was a hip-hop record, opinion might be a little different. But for this to be an R&B record, essentially the first full-blown R&B record we get from Drake, and then what better way to roll that type of project out other than a collab with Party, you know? I've always said 10 years in the making, but 10 years late, but we'll take it when we could get it. If I had to give some sexy songs for you a rating out of 10, at this very moment, I would give it no lower than an 8.5. Lots of great music here. Purposeful music as well. You got background songs, you got a radio song, you got some baby making music, predominantly most of it. You got some fun songs and Meet Your Padre, Give Me a Hug, Nokia. You got the songs where they get really serious on that R&B vibe with Greedy, Celibacy, When He's Gone, Lasers, Raining in Houston. What else is a very serious? Spider-Man, Superman is also a very serious R&B song. You could tell the songs where they were really, really serious, and some of the ones where it's like, all right, let's have fun, and then you got Glorious. Out of 10, I stand on a rating of 8.5. I personally hope moving forward, we can get more Party and Drake. I would pray to God that I wouldn't have to wait another 10 years to get Sexy Songs for You 2, or whatever they're going to call the next one. But I do hope we do get another collab album from Drake and Party. I really, really enjoyed this project. Like, to be honest, since it dropped Thursday night, I have kind of struggled to listen to other music. Like, it's addicting. I forgot another underrated track. CN Tower, my ladies and gentlemen. CN Tower. Winterland vibes all over this album. I was telling my guy the other day, Sexy Songs for You is a great winter album. Like, this is just snow on the ground, driving downtown type of vibe, like late night type of vibe. Like, it's just so suave and smooth to me. Like, I just feel like it's if you're not an R&B lover, I just don't feel like this is the record for you. Like, if you can get with some good R&B, if you can get with that type of vibe, that love making vibe, that in love type of vibe, that, you know, they even get a little toxic R&B lyrics on here as well, then this record is for you. If you're looking for Drake on some turn shit, if you're looking for responses, if you're kind of looking to find a continuation of last year's spat with Kendrick, it's not happening. But I did want to get this out to y'all. I did want to give you guys my thoughts on some Sexy Songs for You. My next review should be coming here in the next couple of days. More than likely, I should have something coming out for you guys tomorrow. Do appreciate you guys for tuning in and rocking with me and listening to me speak endlessly about the vibes. That's all I got for y'all for now, and I'm out.